So I'm gonna guess that the big one in the front is actually towing it, and the two in the back are steering it, keeping it going down the middle of the channel. That would be my guess, why there's two on the back. So, I don't know if you can see over there is SpaceX across the channel. That's where we were the other day. This thing is so huge and so big. It's really not that far away. Honestly, if Jake stood down there on those rocks where those people are, he could throw a baseball and hit it. I mean, that's how close it is. But if I try to zoom in, I mean, you can still see that even it's pretty blurry, but you get a better idea of how close it is and how huge it is when you look at the people. I see those two boats back there. Pretty cool.
We'll come down and get it now.
This is my latest purchase from Mexico. I think he's fabulous. I saw him in a store and he didn't have a price on him. And so they took the price off something else. And I'm sure that it was the wrong price. Because like $18.95 and it was 20% off. So I got him for like $15.50 with tax. And Lita and Bill, my dear friends that took me to Mexico twice, were having something painted that they had bought. And I thought, oh, well, that'll be fun. I'll take it to the guy and have him paint my pelican for me. So I took it over there and I told him I wanted him to make it fabulous, make it bright, make it colorful. And he did. And he charged me $20. And when it was done, I hated it. I just did not like it. And there was nothing wrong with it. It was very colorful, very bright. And so I thought, you know what? For $15, I'm going to go buy another one. And I'll just sell this one. Whatever, put it in a flea market. I know that I could have easily gotten $35 for it anywhere. So I go back to the store to get another one, and they don't have any in the store. So the guy says, well, we have more in the warehouse. It's just a few blocks away. You go to warehouse, you pick one out. It's like, okay. So I just hop into a truck with this Mexican guy I do not know, and he drives me into Mexico to a warehouse. And we get out and he unlocks the door. I go in the warehouse and I pick the one I want and we carry it back to the car and we go back to the store and I pay for it and it's done. And then he carried it 2 blocks from me. This thing is heavy. I am not kidding you. It's got to weigh at least 30 pounds because it's made out of cement. And so I gave him, I think $3 or $4 to take it to the car for me. And Lita and Bill, or I should say Lita, Bill didn't want it. But Lita bought the one that I had painted. So I don't even have a picture of it. But he is my pelican. They're all over down here in the water. I love to watch them. They're just so chill. They just sit around in the sun, and it's just relaxing to watch them. So now I have a pelican for my deck. Morning. This is going to be my last video. I was supposed to head out tomorrow, but after looking at the weather, it looks like if I leave Friday, I will have better traveling days. So I'm going to go to the office and see if I can stay an extra day. Start home Friday morning and hopefully get into Appleton sometime Sunday evening. I haven't made a video probably for over a week, but that's just because I've pretty much been just doing things that I've done before. There's not a lot new. There's a few interesting things that I did take pictures of, but other than that, I've just been enjoying the gorgeous weather. I'm kind of sad to leave because I do like me warm weather, but I miss my family and my husband, of course, my kids, my grandchildren. It's time to come home, but I definitely want to come back again next year if it's possible. One thing that I wanted to say is after I filmed that barge or that oil rig going out to the Gulf, I found out that it isn't actually an oil rig. It was an oil rig. Elon Musk bought it somewhere up around Corpus Christi and had it floated down to the port of Brownsville, where they decommissioned it, basically just took off all the oil drilling equipment. And now it's being taken out into the Gulf, and Elon Musk is going to retrofit it to use as a launch pad for his SpaceX rockets. So I think that's pretty interesting. It's really hard to show with my little camera how big that thing really was. I'm sure that's not something I'm ever going to see again in my lifetime. Yeah, I really can't think of anything else. Oh, one thing I didn't tell you. With my pelican, the little guy that took me in the truck was really sweet. He didn't speak much English, but he was very, very, very concerned about me. Just like when he went to get the truck, he told me where I should stand and that I should just wait there and that he would bring the truck. And I got in the truck, and after I got in the truck, I thought, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind? I don't even know how far away we're going, They told me it was just a few blocks, but it was just a few blocks, but it was in a really sketchy neighborhood. And then we got there, and the little Mexican guy said he had to wait for his brother. His brother had the key. So we're just standing there on the street in front of this warehouse with a roll top kind of door. And he kind of motions me to go stand around the corner so that I'm not standing right out on the main street. I'm kind of standing back a little bit. And I thought, okay. And right next to the warehouse, there was a house with a fenced-in yard, and there was a guy back there singing in Mexican, and there was Bush beer cans just strewn out everywhere, and he was just singing Mexican songs at the top of his lungs, having a great day. This was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I guess. And so while we're waiting for this brother to come, hopefully come, I'm thinking, I hope he comes. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe this was not one of my better decisions. But sure enough, the brother came and gave him the key, and he unlocked the door, and you roll this door up, and there's all this Mexican pottery in Talavera, which I love, but I can't afford. And sure enough, there's my pelican standing there. So I said, that's what I want. And we put it in the car, and we went back, and I paid for it. And then the little guy carried it to the car, and it was done. And it was just another little adventure. You know, no worries. So today, I would like to wash my vehicle, my camper. The salt air down here it puts a film on everything, and I would like to get that off before I come home. And I need to go someplace, I don't know if Walmart to do it, or if I need to go to a tire store or what, but I really need to get the air checked in my tires. And I gotta do laundry, and I'm gonna have to winterize before I leave, and I've got to take the cable box and the router box back to Spectrum. And so I need to get a move on. I got a lot of stuff to do between now and Friday, so I'm really glad that you guys came on this adventure with me, and hopefully there'll be more. I love you. See you soon. Bye.